Hey guys and girls, Emma again. Welcome back to the spare room. It's time we had a competition update video. There's only, 7 days or something? It's what you got, about 200 hours from when we actually filming this to when the competition cut-off ends. So that's the 18th, it's Sunday the 18th, which is getting pretty close. And yes, you got 200 hours if you work 24/7, but anyone who's going to enter is probably well on the way, so really appreciate your entries. This is also the first workshop video that I've shot with my mobile phone on my camera gimbal on my new trolley, so I think I'm getting it somewhere where it's actually going to work. Let me know what you think about the photography. Hopefully this works. I'm having trouble with a few things. The aspect ratio is not quite right and the lighting's just a little bit washed out maybe, but that's better than being dark, and we'll see how we go with that. There's also a bit of a trip update which I leave here. I fly out on the 16th and should be in America on the same day, about the same time I leave, which is kind of cool. And some of the things that I wanted to do on my trip and what I've got planned. So as Feel It Feels Project says, without any further babbling, let's get in and talk about some of the entries. There's been some really good ones, like some really good entries, and they've all been pretty amazing actually, and everyone who's enters really got out of their way to push themselves a bit, which is absolutely fantastic. And that's what it was all about. It's about, if you've got a brand new channel, let's get you some likes, let's get you some subscribers, and let's get things working for you a bit. And if you've got an established channel, well, let's improve what you're putting out. So everyone's jumped in on that, so it's fantastic, and we've seen some great videos. The first one that come in after the last update was one from Joy of Precision, Max Phillips, who has a collection of lathes that's very dear to my heart, plane turning lathes and American versions of things that are similar to what I have. Does some really nice work, but he's building a turret for a watchmaker's lathe, which is pretty cool, and I think he's nearly got it finished, but his first video is great. Go and have a look. I'll put a link down the bottom to all the videos, but in particular the playlist. If you look in the playlist, you'll be able to see them all, so you can go through and watch them. A new channel, R&D, or someone's first video anyway, toolmaking video.
Check those out.
He's making a ladder punch tool or jig. It's kind of cool. Haven't heard any updates on him, and not sure how he's getting on with it, but he's got a week, so hopefully he's got some action there. It looked like a pretty cool idea. There's one from Unknown Apprentice. That's a great little channel if you haven't seen it before. He does some cool stuff, but that's a really good video. He's got some guest appearances, and
I've got a few things on there that
made a very simple tool. It's just a hold down block for a
I think this one's going to be the next one.
Basically a work holding plate. It is a very simple tool. It's kind of nicely done. He's done a really good job of it, and the video is awesome. And 2 videos are up there, so go and have a look. His entry's finished.
What I thought I would do for the contest is take this here, which was
a new video from Shadow Dog 500. That's a pretty good channel too, and he's making a little finger plate, and he's making it as a donation to Keith Fenner's What's in Your Box competition this next year, which is really awesome. Killing two birds with one stone, I guess. But really good video, and he's pushing himself a lot, and I can't wait to see the second part of that either. Look Creations in England, who's the guy who bought a shaper and moved it basically across the Grand Canyon and halfway across the the world down a little alleyway with no clearance and over a couple of walls and so forth, and then discovered that it needed a lot more work than he thought. He's entered. It's a tool for rebuilding machine tools. There's a little straight edge, a 50-degree straight edge for scraping dovetails. And his first video is kind of cool too, so go and check that out. There's a new channel inspired, I guess, by this competition, which is it's awesome. Really feels good to actually get people out there making content and to start projects that they wouldn't otherwise. And that channel's called Adventures with a Very Small Lathe. He's got a Proxim by the look of it and some other machine tools. And he's making a watchmaker's mandrel, this is actually a project that I had intended to make at some point for the launch, and it probably will happen still, and I'd like to see how he gets on with his. But it's a mandrel for the watchmaker's lathe, and I might be wrong, and I'm interested to see the next few videos, but I believe it's one of these, which is a watchmaker's mandrel. It could be just a wax chuck that he's making, I'm not sure, but maybe he'll put up another video and clarify that. But nice video, good work on a very small lathe, so that's worth checking out. There's a new entry, a proper entry from Tim Nummy. Some of you may have seen or gone and had a look at his scriber entry. It was a fairly nice tool, but he's made a machinist hammer and it's turned out really nice. He's made 2 videos and a proper entry, and he's definitely on the list because they're good, clear, well edited, nice videos that he's made pretty good tools with. So that's another entry, and he's got 2 videos up there now, so they're both on the playlist. Go and have a look. Or also on the playlist is a video by Old Iron Lover.
Basically, the radiator for it is for a Stover DV2.
It's decided to make a sheet metal brake,
seen better days.
which is pretty cool, really. I don't know how he's getting on with that either. We haven't seen any updates, but pretty keen to see. And that's an awesome project.
Wire reinforcement around the edge and all that. But I don't have any way of making the seam.
Of course, there's been second videos from or finished projects from a few creators too that were already entered. R. Stephen Lang, who's Shark River Machine, he's got a really good series of videos on making a little tool post and tool holders. That's come out really nice. Nice job, Stephen, really nice. And it's only tiny, it seems to be only about this big, but it's a really nice job and well worth a look. Second video. Pierre and Phil, they're pump centres for tailstock centres for tapping. They've put up a few videos and they're always worth a look. You should be subscribed to them. They've got through and finished, and the last videos are up. As a reminder too that although he hasn't sent me a nice picture of the tool that he's donating, one of those tap followers is actually going to be part of the prize pool, which is pretty special. I probably missed everyone. I'm going to go through most of these people in another video before this competition's over. But check out the playlist anyway. They're all on there and they're all worth a look. The other thing is the prizes. Big thanks to Stan ZInkoski at Bar Z Industrial in Rancho Cucamonga in California. He's took it on himself to make a very special set of his Toolmaker squares, and they're polished except for the precision faces, and they're in a nice box and they look amazing. I'm going to put a picture up here. Also, some pictures come through from Randy Richard, who's had a very early entry in the competition, and also he's made a scribe. So big thanks to him. It's a beautiful stainless steel scribe, and it's got 2017 toolmaking competition on it, and it's in stainless steel, and it matches the. There's a place in the box with the squares. So they're the prizes, and that's pretty special actually. So it's well worth putting your effort into, guys. I'm pretty much ready to go. This is my last weekend, and then I've got Thursday to sort of finalise packing, and then Friday morning early I'm on the shuttle bus at like 2 AM and I'm out of here for a 6 AM flight from here to Sydney, and then from Sydney to LA, and I'm overnight in LA, and from LA I'm in Oakland, just out of San Francisco, for a night, and then I'm up to Sacramento for a couple of nights. A few things I want to see. Marsh Wildman, if you're watching this, love to catch up with you, so hopefully we can organise something. If anyone else is in any of these cities and wants to catch up for coffee, let me know. It might be cool. And then I'm back down through Manteca to see Chris Anderson. I've got some artwork to drop off to him, and then from there down to the Bash for a few days, time to recharge and relax. And I'm going to do the Standridge Granite tour, which is something that I've been interested in. Hopefully I've got some cash to bring home some goodies. And then I'm down to Anaheim for a couple of days for sightseeing and so forth, and then home. So it's a pretty quick trip. I've got, oh my gosh, this huge parcel, which is boards to go. They're going check-in luggage for me. One of those boards is for Stan, and one of those boards is for, or some of those boards are for Chris Anderson, and there's a few others as well. So they're all ready to go. I'm pretty well organised. Now, if anyone's going to the Bash, if anyone's at the Bash and wants a tool holder, wall bracket for a multi-fix tool holder, the 90mm size, let me know before I leave next week and I'll put one in for you. It's something I probably should take anyway, but to be honest, I'm not sure I've got the space, so there probably will be one going with me, and if anyone wants it or anyone wants to put their name on it, let me know. Anyway, that's the end of this video. It's sort of got a bit long again. Go and check out the playlist. Leave me a comment. Tell me who you think should win. Give me some feedback and some guidance. I've watched all the videos so far. There's more to come. I'm really chuffed at the results I've got and what people have done. And I want to say thanks to all my new subscribers and everyone who's basically just tuned in. It's awesome. And I want to say thanks to the other creators that have really put their best into competition entries and into the prizes. And that set of squares is amazing. The scriber is amazing. The tap follower is amazing. They're tools that everyone would really love to own. I've got a set of squares and I've got a scriber. They're just the standard run-of-the-mill black squares and the standard run-of-the-mill scriber in brass, but these are a bit special, so they're going to be one-offs. So go and check out Randy if you're not already subscribed, and Stan ZInkoski at Bar Z Industrial, Shadon HK on YouTube, I'll put their links down there too. If you're not subscribed to those guys, you should. They do so much for the community. And Stan, of course, will have a live feed through the Bar Z Industrial Bash on the 24th, so that's well worth checking out, or even if that's all you log on for. There'd be a lot of big names in YouTube there, including me. No. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys and girls. Hope this video is watchable. Hope the aspect ratio and everything hasn't screwed everyone up completely. And don't forget to like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and more soon.